Hi, my name is Keith and I'm known as the Florida Stone Man, and today I'm going to be talking to you about a very interesting and important topic, which some people will be quick to dismiss. But this is very important because this is your life and this is your spirituality, so yeah, you better know it now so you don't find out the hard way later. But this video is talking to you all about how you can avoid spiritual contracts that you accidentally sign, even in the most smallest energetic ways ever. Sometimes you guys actually accidentally consent to things that you don't want to be consenting to. Now, some of you, when coming to this video, you're like, spiritual contracts? Yeah, I'm not going to sign my soul away to the devil. I'm not going to sign my soul away to dark spirits. Well, you know, some people actively go out and do that, right? But some other people will accidentally do it they'll have a certain intention but want to cover it up with something else. And there's going to be a few different variations of what someone can do to accidentally sign a soul contract or a spiritual contract. Well, there's a soul contract and a spiritual contract, which are different things. A soul contract is when you sign yourself away to the devil or something like that, or something, a deity, entity, etc. Most of the time, it's a lower level demon or a higher level demon, and you're not actually getting who you think you're getting. You're just energy farmed the whole time. Your soul's no longer yours, but I'm not going to go too deep into that in this video. In this video, I am talking about specifically a spiritual contract that you accidentally signed, because how many of you are clicking onto my video before going out and making a contract like, oh, yep, I'm going to watch Florida Stone Man's video, who he normally talks about working with angels and moving closer to God before I sign my devil contract. No, this video is not about that. This video is about you guys accidentally consenting to certain things with your energy, but you denying it with your words. So, actions always will speak louder than words. There are certain people, and I've seen this many, many, many times, there are certain people who will be like, I don't like negative energy, I don't like gossip, I don't like slander, I don't like negative energy, etc. And guess what? Certain people will put themselves around. They'll hang out with friends who are just basking in negative energy. Especially the greater the friend group, the more they're going to be doing it. And the more that the people are going to get kind of trapped in it, because now it's a clique. Now everyone's a part of this friend group, and one person does something bad and thinks it's okay. Another person does something bad and thinks it's okay. And now you have a group of like a bunch of people that normally hang out that accidentally consented to certain things. Yeah, what does that mean? It means I made previous videos about this before. So let's just say you want your blessings to come through. You would like a new job. You would like to start your business. You would like to start a new art project. You can start a new sculpture. Just you're trying to have a new blessing roll through. You're waiting for a new opportunity, that phone call, that you're waiting for the love of your life to enter your life. You're waiting for your significant other to propose to you. But you're already busy. You're spiritually busy. You might be like, okay, you might say with your words, hey, I'm open for blessings to come through into my life. And people will be like, I affirm my blessings are coming to me. But their actions will go so heavily against them that they've already signed up for something that they don't want. They signed up for energetic blockages in their life for things they don't want to happen to them just by consenting with their energy to being around certain things. Now, you want blessings to come through. You want to meet the right people, but you're hanging around the bad people who are pulling you downwards, and now you're seeing nothing but curses and bad energy and just nothing but drama fill your life because you've signed a contract energetically with your time, with your energy, with your actions. You can sign a certain agreement that says, okay, I might say with my words, I don't embody this energy, but your actions will go against your words, and everything else will go against your words as well. And now you're stuck because you're in that contract that you're paying with your actions, and it's coming back to you, but you don't recognize it. So that's a form of a spiritual contract. Like I said, this is not a soul contract, like signing yourself away to the devil. No, we're not talking about that. This isn't. I'm actually not going to use an example of any celebrity, but you guys can figure that out for yourselves. I'm not going to teach you that, but certain celebrities will do that. Certain celebrities will go about ways of light, and some will go about ways of darkness because it's a false light that advertises itself as a real light when it was just a light that was artificial. The creator made him. He didn't make the creator. That's just a reminder. Now, and like I said, I'm not getting into soul contracts at all. I'm not talking about that. You guys should know better. Now, when it comes to other energetic contracts or other energetic agreements, this goes with certain things like spiritual objects, just even non-spiritual objects, physical objects that turn into spiritual objects. I made a video on my TikTok today that got pretty popular, is the energy of a welcome mat. Now, people don't think about it. Think about it like this. In the spiritual world, it has a whole just different set of spiritual laws and spiritual properties, and some things are just really dumb and how some things click in the spiritual world. If you say yes to something and you actually say yes, but you don't know what you're saying yes to, it doesn't matter what it is, and if you don't agree with its energy, it already entered through the doors, and we can see that with a Ouija board. So when you play a Ouija board, you already agree twice to whatever demonic entity, and it's always a demonic entity on the other side of the Ouija board, so you just having it says yes. It just says yes, even though you don't agree with its energy. Your actions signed a contract, signed an agreement to let that into your life, and now it's reaping havoc upon your life and you don't even know it. Like, people who even let a Ouija board into their house, they're already screwed. Now, the people who touch it and play with it, they're even more screwed. What do I mean by screwed? It means they're screwing themselves into your energy field. Those are establishing, because they pierce through the veil, they pierce through the barrier, and they're twisting. It's not just an attachment where you like a poke and a pin and you pull it back out, because you can't just pull it back out. It's them screwing themselves in there. And I've come up with a new definition for the word screwed, because yeah, they literally, it's an attachment that just screws in, and if you pull it out, it's really going to hurt. So that's why when people try to get rid of Ouija boards, it goes south. It appears back up on their front doorsteps. They burned it, now it's no longer burnt, and this does happen. It's like super paranormal stuff, and some people will get on a Ouija board and play it just because like spirituality isn't real, and then they find out very quickly, or they don't find out very quickly, and they go into the gutter, but etc. That's just another form of a spiritual agreement that some people will sign up for and not even be ready for, is an Ouija board. Now ask yourself, what other spiritual objects in this world are potential Ouija boards that we don't even know of? And it takes some thinking. It takes being conscious of certain objects. It takes being very conscious of certain things. The next thing, because I made a video about this earlier, a welcome mat to your front door. Think about it like this. Do you want everyone to be welcome into your home? Of course not. Some people or some beings are just horrible to have in your home. They'll wreak havoc. They'll cause financial problems, family drama, breakups, complete havoc in your home, and just, you want to keep that out, right? You put a welcome mat by your front door. It says yes. You might just think it's saying welcome to you. It doesn't just say welcome to you. It's actually let me say this word right. An insignia. An insignia. An insignia. There's some words I'll trip up. I'll literally tongue tie my words on certain. An insignia. Like when a bee stings you and it lets all the other bees know, hey, look at that. Let's sting that target because there's already a bee sting in there. Same thing with your welcome mat. Welcome mat to your front door of your house. You saying welcome doesn't just welcome you in, doesn't just welcome guests in. Well, it does welcome guests in, but on the spiritual side, it's literally a portal. And what does that mean? It's an energetic invitation. So it invites all these just different energies, entities, and just things you don't really want welcome into your home being welcome into your home. Because you didn't say specifically what you're welcoming in. You just said welcome. Well, come. Certain words hold certain power like that. Welcome definitely has that kind of power. I mean, I've never seen a welcome mat being like, welcome to only my family and excluding all. I've never seen a welcome mat like that. It just says welcome, and then if you ever pay attention to parts of the year where you put out a welcome mat and it just says welcome, that's usually the craziest time of the year. Like, go back to a certain time. Like, just say, like, okay, around Halloween, and this is the worst time of year to put a welcome mat up. No, don't do that on Halloween. On Halloween, you put down a welcome mat at your front door, and just pay attention to go back to text, go back to emails around Halloween. Oh, someone broke into your car. Now the fire alarm went off. Oh, the smoke detector's broken, and there's a kitchen fire. You put welcome, especially in a bad time of the year. because the veil's thinner around Halloween, generally, but you put that up near your front door, and things are just welcoming themselves into your home. Now, this is just another example of spiritual insignia, a spiritual contract, a spiritual agreement. And you have to think about it like this. In the spiritual realm, certain dynamics, like I said, are very, very dumb. If an entity sees welcome, they have a pass to come in, especially if you don't have any door protections. Especially if you don't have any door protections, you're going to have a full house. Especially if you're doing something like burning sage and you have a welcome mat. Everything's going to be bonkers and crazy. You're going to have problems in your job, problems in family. You're just going to have so many different problems, and you're not even going to realize how many problems you have because there's so many problems, and you're just going to forget other problems exist, and that's going to be havoc. Well, some people enjoy that. I've seen it. Some people flat out enjoy that. They're like, haha, yeah, look at this other crazy thing go on. Oh, yep, police at my door. More problems. Some people actually bask in chaos, and those people will, who just bask in darkness, they'll find their place in the river of fire. If they just truly embody darkness like that, that's them. I mean, you put out chaos, you like chaos, you invite chaos in. When you go to the afterlife, whoa, surprise, chaos. Fire. What you've been putting out is now what you're sitting in. Now, that shouldn't be a surprise to anyone as well, especially for the people who are watching my video who are like, oh, I was about to sign a devil contract. Oh, let me talk about that for a split second. A lot of times when people sign a contract to the devil, I shouldn't even talk about this on this video. Certain people who are not in any place of status, any place of knowing anyone, etc., will sign themselves away, and they'll be accepted, but nothing really happens. That does happen frequently, very frequently, often. So you just sold your soul for nothing. Certain people who kind of have like some kind of halfway, with their foot in the door, they'll know certain people, or they already have certain songs out. They'll sell their soul, and then things will go whoop up, and they go fame and fortune, yeah, yay. But they live a life that's not really theirs, and they're just like a puppet. They can't say no to certain things. They can't decline certain opportunities. I just figured that would be helpful for you guys to know, because no one should even ever consider that. Everything you ever want or desire can be achieved by giving yourself to God and acting. Some people will be like, I'll just pray to become a millionaire. And then 40 years go by, and you're not a millionaire because you've actually never put into action. Do the cup of water manifestation. Do burn bay leaves. There's certain spiritual dynamics that will just get the ball rolling and faster as soon as you put in action. Now, you do things with light, then you'll see things with light. If you do things the quick way and take the easy way out, you'll find an easy way out, but it will be permanent. Sometimes when you do things, most of the times when you do things through God and with the help of angels, it'll take a little longer, but it's going to be long lasting. It's going to last more than one lifetime, and it's going to be in a pure way. So I definitely had to talk about that. When you go the dark route, it's immediate, but then, yeah, you get the immediate result, but you weren't patient enough to wait for the actual blessing that can come to even stay in next future lives. It'll stay with you. Versus you just being tested, you failed the test, and now you gave yourself away, and you voluntarily did that. That's you. Now, another spiritual agreement is, like I said, people you hang around, welcome mats, and the welcome mats is just open your mind, just to get you guys kind of thinking. I'm like, okay, if a welcome mat is it's kind of like a spiritual agreement to something. It's like you accidentally agreed to let things in your house. Now you got to start thinking about other things. Now, this is very major. Things you touch or pick up. Oh, this is a big one. So you have to think about this. You really have to think about this. Take your two hands right now and be like, okay, if someone put $100 in front of you, which hand would you grab it with? I'm ambidextrous, so I'll grab it with either one. But you grab it like this. So you're at the bank, you're withdrawing money from the account for whatever reason. You grab it with your right hand, right? That's your projection hand. That's the national projection hand. Let's just say someone put a spiritual trap or some kind of cursed object or some kind of cursed item. They gave something to you, like maybe your worst enemy at work left you a present on your desk with really bad intentions, and you're going to project it with the same hand that you use to accept things that are good. That's very dangerous as well. Number one, don't touch it. If you have to touch it, use your feet. Even in Hispanic traditions, they'll be like kicking stuff they kick stuff at their feet all the way down the street. Just My camera's still bouncing. They'll kick stuff all the way down the street just to signify that they don't accept the energy of that. There's certain cleansings where you'll kick a coconut or other forms of different things around the house. There are several different things you can kick around the house, but a coconut's the easiest, most common one. You'll kick the coconut you'll use your both feet. There in certain variations of this, but you'll kick a coconut around your house and it'll pick up the energy in your house, and then you'll kick it all the way to a crossroads down the street, and then you'll turn back and not look. Now, that just signifies that you don't want to touch it. You're not accepting the energy with either hand. When someone lays a spiritual trick for you, you can accidentally accept and sign a contract with your energy, like saying, okay, I do accept this, and this is the hand. If you see my bracelets getting loose, I'm resizing some of them to put more bracelets on the arm. Just ignore that. Probably didn't notice it till I pointed it out, but I have some cool bracelets on the way. Making some space for some really cool cuffs or something like around that effect. But when it comes to grabbing something with your right hand, if there's a really bad object on the desk that has really bad energy, are you going to grab it with your left hand or your right hand? Or you don't really know. That's the thing, you don't really know. You grab it with your right hand, that's usually the hand that you use to grab things that are good. And if you mistake that as good, then you'll kind of accept it without even knowing it. So let's just say someone they jinx an object. They put an enchantment over the object, so when you touch it, you get sick. When you touch it, you accept the energy of it. If you have to, I would highly suggest you use I would roundhouse kick that off the desk. If you guys ever seen me use my feet, I'll kick certain things off just so I don't touch it with my hands. I'll open doors like that as well. Not for that reason, just because I think it's fun and I don't know, I used to take Taekwondo a while ago, but just use your feet to kick off the desk. But use your left hand, this is my left hand, and you'll grab it and you'll discard it, and then you do some kind of ritual to get rid of that. There's a large list of rituals how you can get rid of jinxed objects or negative items. I would use your feet. There's some ways that you can put it in a coconut, like kind of scoop it in a coconut and then kick it away from you. There's different things you can do. There's just several different things. If you ever have any questions with that, let me know. Black tourmaline is going to help you with that specifically. Necklace of black tourmaline, make sure you don't absorb curses from jinxed objects, negative items, etc. So you don't accidentally sign a contract with your energy by accepting something like that, just by grabbing it or picking it up. So it's something for you guys to think about, because you guys will think about what you grab on a daily basis. Ask yourself what you grab. Is this a positive thing? Is it a negative thing? Is it a neutral thing? And then really decide and become more conscious of what you do with your hands to grab certain things. If you feel like it's more negative, use your left hand because it kind of says, I reject this and I don't really accept this. Another thing you can do as well, and you guys, okay, if I catch someone waving at me with their left hand, I won't wave back. If I catch someone trying to do a fist bump with my left hand and I'm not really feeling them, I'll do a fist bump with my left hand too, or I just won't do the fist bump. But when you wave with your left hand, it's kind of like, yeah, I reject your energy. I see you waving, and you're waving. Like, it's basically like a energetic rejection. People don't think about it. Some people just do it not even knowing it. It's okay. You didn't know. When you wave with your right hand, you shake hands with your right hands. It's polite. Even in certain cultures, like, you'll be corrected. Like, hey, don't you? And like, I've been around certain friends who are just like, they'll see someone try to shake their hand with the left hand. They'll be like, are you kidding me? And they'll just set them straight because they really didn't know. But this video is to get you guys thinking about certain things, about spiritual contracts or just completely avoid certain things spiritually that'll tie energetic attachments to you or energetic bondages, maybe with your actions, contracts, which I talked a little bit about. You guys better not be doing that, especially watching my YouTube channel. What else? Welcome mats. And then this leads on to the topic of spiritual objects and physical objects that do have spiritual energies on them, because yes, they go both in hand. So even like, just think about it. If someone's given you this video can go on for a long time because there's so many different examples. If someone who doesn't like you makes you food and you're eating food from someone who hates you and despises you, that's going in your solar plexus chakra, and your manifestations and your emotions are going to be messed up. That's just another example. This is to really get you guys thinking. Just be like, okay. because I can't touch upon everything. I can't touch upon every object, every encounter, etc. This video is to get you guys thinking and be like, what's the energy behind this? What's the energy of me agreeing to meeting my friends who do nothing but gossip and cause trouble? What is the energy of me putting down a welcome mat in front of my house? What is the energy of me picking up some kind of object that seems really shady? What is the energy behind? And just kind of keep asking these questions, because it'll get you going. Your guides will help you. Your angels will help you. Be like, okay, cool, the person asked the question. And then your angels will be like, hey, bad, or hey, good. Like, you'll get the feeling. And if you might have already picked up like a jinxed object or something like that, or some of you will have done that, like you'll go to a festival, and I just made a video about this, like you'll pick up obsidian that's never been cleansed or charged, it's holding someone's attachment on it, now you absorb the attachment, maybe someone put some kind of fishy present in front of your doorsteps, and you opened it, and now there's like a some of you don't live in neighborhoods like this, or have people around you who do this. Like maybe there's like there's a crushed skull or whatever, and someone tried some kind of black magic, and you accidentally opened it. Wearing black tourmaline, especially as a necklace, will block that. But in future videos, I might teach you guys how to actually dispose, not half dispose, because no one online is teaching about how to dispose spiritual traps. You can use black tourmaline, and black tourmaline is a very strong one because it absorbs 100% of anything it's supposed to get through. So when you're wearing black tourmaline, especially as a necklace, and for people who've gotten black tourmaline as a necklace from me, they've seen some of the most tremendous life changes ever, especially after someone's did black magic with them, or they absorbed some kind of curse, jinxed objects, even jinxed foods. It'll suck it out of you into the stone, vacuum it. When you cleanse and charge, especially with sunlight, it'll release it, and it never comes back. There's a high chance that it goes back to the person who sends it, or when someone tries something with you and it just bumps into when it's fully cleansed and charged, it'll bump into the energies of the black tourmaline, and then I'm going back because it can't really go to you, because it has nowhere to go. It's not just going to sit by you. It's going to go back to where it came because it doesn't know where else to go. And then their curse hits them. So black tourmaline is a good return to sender crystal as well when it comes to jinxed objects. And if you would like your own black tourmaline necklace, I do have them on my website for $777. It'll change your entire life and remove curses from even past lives. I make it with the help of my angels, and I don't suggest my website enough in my videos, which I need to be doing more. I literally live the crystals. This is my lifestyle. I don't think even twice about it. I just live it. I wake up, I start studying crystals immediately. Check out floridastoneman.com. I have a lot of information and crystals on there as well. But this video is to really get you guys thinking. Get you guys really thinking about, okay, and this is what I want you guys to do for the next week. If you can make this a habit, do this for 31 days if you feel brave. If you feel like you really want to upgrade your spirituality. The next time, anytime you leave your house, when you do something, even on your phone, this is, I can make whole another video about this. maybe this deserves a part 2, because I'll open Instagram, right? And I'll open Instagram and be like, okay, I just open Instagram. There are certain memes on Instagram that you only get shown if you like similar kind of memes. Now, some of you guys energetically agree to things just by slapping humor at things you should not be slapping humor at, because it's something that'll manifest into your life because it's been planted in your subconscious because you agreed to it with your conscious mind. So it's a habit. Now it's more of it's coming back to you because that's what you energetically agreed to. That's a spiritual contract that you agreed to. So, I don't have it on my feed. I can try to go through something. So basically, what's a meme? And I really cut off a lot of my feed. So I have a lot of animals and crystals on my feed. I'm just going through stuff to see if one of them pops up. So there was one I saw earlier. It's like, oh, Mondays are like the most horrible day of your life. And like, how am I doing today emotionally? Like, I don't know. It was like some kind of animal meme, like where the little animal's screaming, and there's people in the comments being like, yeah, I hate my life on Mondays too. Haha, bad things always happen to me on Mondays. And I'm going through these comments, and I'm like, and I've seen something like, and and this is just examples, and I'll see people I actually know, and I'll confront them in the comments. I'll be like, this is the energy you're after. This is what you claim. You want to claim that you're gonna win the lottery, but you're here in a comment section of an earthquake, and when the earth cracked and broke, and it's breaking a bunch of, like, you can see the cracks in the ground. People are like, oh, that's how broke my wallet is. Oh, that's how broke my bank is. And they'll take it as a joke, but they just energetically agree to something. That's gonna haunt them for the next 6 months. You think it's funny, but that's your life you're living. You want to make a joke out of, you want to make a haha I'm broke joke, but then you're living your joke and you're the joke. Because you made the joke and you thought it was funny. So I'll call some of you out. I get really disappointed with certain people who know better. I'll call them out in the comment section. You'll see Florida Stone Man verified Instagrammer just in the comments, because just flat out, I will call people out. I'll be like, this is what you embody, and people will get quiet or delete the comment, etc. I have no tolerance for that. If I see someone who follows me, or if I see someone who I care about, and I see them doing that, I'm calling you out, because someone needs to call you out, because apparently no one else around you is, and you're going on a downward track versus going upward. I'll be that friend to call you out and really wake you up and be like, okay, thanks. Now that I realize that I'm creating my patterns with and energetic contracts with just certain things I consent to or don't consent to, once you're aware of that, everything gets a lot better, and you see actual abundance come in because you disagreed to the things that were countering your abundance. If you have any questions, guys, ask them in the comment section. I might do a part 2 to this video because this is very interesting. I would like to get you guys thinking. Ask the question, what is the energy behind this in anything you do? When you see a post on Instagram, or you see a video, it's like a post on Instagram, a pencil you pick up, a business you walk into, friends you hang around, you're making spiritual agreements with your actions, because your energy might be like, I don't like negative energy, but you just walked into a business where everyone's yelling and screaming and cussing, and you're eating you're eating the same food that all these people are putting their vibration off in the environment. And guess what? You've signed up for something with your own actions and own energy, but your word might have said something else. It doesn't matter what your word said, because actions speak louder than words. And now that I remember to share my website again, because I don't make that a habit well enough, go to floridastoneman.com. There's tons of crystal information, tons of information on several different things, and I'm attaching different YouTube videos to my website to make it wonderful to help you guys learn. I would like you guys to question, make a journal, get a pen and notepad, and write down. 7 things a day for 31 days, if you guys can do that. You can do 7 days if you're not gonna be able to do that, and just find certain things you question the energy behind, and be like, I almost accidentally agreed to something I didn't want to agree to. And watch how much better your life gets. If you have any questions, ask them in the comments section. Till then, I'll see you guys next time. Ciao!